Alongside Ryan Smith, I'm Kelsey Riggs-Cuff with you for the next hour here on SportsCenter.
Hey, that play was a stunner. So was Lakers Thunder, especially at the end. Let's check this one out.
Okay.
Lakers Thunder. Now, keep in mind, not too long ago, the Lakers thumped the Thunder all the way back on Sunday by 27. Lakers can clinch a playoff spot with a win. And look at Jalen Williams trying to put that on hold. Thunder up by 3. Later, Luka for 3. Lakers within 1. Second quarter, Thunder up 8. Dalton Connect, going for it. Denied. Isaiah Hartenstein saying, not on my watch, with the insane block. Just over 3 to play in the first half. Thunder up 6. SGA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for 3. Thunder up 80-72 at halftime. Not exactly a defensive monster game here. Early third, LeBron from deep. Lakers within 4. Late third, Lakers down 1. Luka just whoa, that's deep. Got it.
Okay.
Man, he's magic.
Casual.
Lakers take a 2-point lead. Later, Shai. Guess who else is magic? From deep, Thunder within 3. Fourth quarter. Just under 8 minutes to play. Lakers down 1. Look at Luka. Now he's going to go in here, sinks the jumper, turns around, got words for the official, and he gets teed up. His second tee of the night. He is out of here, ejected. He can't believe it. Claims he was talking to a fan. But after making the shot, Doncic turns, and he's talking to someone in that area. Luka pleads, it's going to do him no good. You're out of here. You're going to the locker room early. He's like, are you kidding me? No, Luka, we're not kidding you. You're really out of here. Stop laughing. Go to the locker room. Just over 7 minutes to play. Thunder down 1. Shai to Alex Caruso for 3. Got it. Thunder up 2. 6 minutes to play. Thunder up 2. And Shai gonna go back from deep. Ooh, can't stop that. Thunder up 5. So after Luka went out, their lead starts to grow. Thunder up 9 at this point. Shai again from deep, gets the 3 right there. Had 42.6 boards on the night. Thunder up 12. And then under 3 to play, Lou Dort knocks it loose from Austin Reeves. Cason Wallace finishing him off, plus the foul. Thunder win at 136-120. Here's LeBron on Luka getting tossed.
It was a weird couple minutes after that, starting with the ejection. I don't know why the ref was taking it personal. He had already gave Luka 1, and Luka knew that. And Luka was going back and forth at that time with a fan that was sitting courtside, like Luka does when fans get to talk out of their mind, whatever the case may be. And Luka was going back and forth, and the ref took it upon himself to think it was, verse him or whatever the case may be. But then another tee on Vando after a block shot, and the game was just weird as hell after that moment.
So LeBron explaining what Luka was saying, talking to a fan. Ref thought he was talking to him. We're talking to NBA champion Kendrick Perkins now. Okay, so Perk, SGA went off in this one. Thunder get the win. What was the bigger deal to you? SGA going off for 42 or Luka getting tossed?
Well, it was both. One, we're getting close to the playoffs. Like, we're literally right there knocking at the door, the play-in tournament. The refs got it's going to be heated. It's going to be a lot of trash talking. It's going to be some hard fouls. They got to have a bit more patience. Like, that was unacceptable on that end. Nowhere in hell you throw Luka Doncic out of that game. Okay, that's number one. Again, and knowing that Luka's already on a high, emotional high, because he's going back to Dallas tomorrow, and that's a tough environment, and he's playing some exceptional basketball. So, unacceptable from the officials. On the SGA side of things, I thought tonight he solidified and stamped that he's the league MVP. After getting smoked in the last game by the Lakers, he come back and he give him a 42-piece, all flats, habanero style. Okay, and then what's going on with Denver, firing the coach, SGA, best record in the league, best record in the Western Conference. Today he put a stamp on it that he's the league MVP.
There you go. He sure did. And I'll tell you what, I'm a drumstick fan. If you're flats, we can get together and have some wings anytime, my friend. I'll tell you what.
Thanks.
Thanks, Perk. We'll see you in just a bit.
I think we fought the whole game. We were down 8 at halftime. We came back in the third quarter. We were fighting, man. So it was tough to see that with this kind of situation that happened. And, that's on me too. So I can't let my team down like that.
All right, so for more on this, we now welcome in NBA reporter Dave McMenamin live from OKC. And Dave, you heard Ryan say it, and we saw it. Luka, when he got ejected, it appeared that he was talking to a fan. The official obviously thought he was yelling at him. You caught up with that fan. What did he tell you?
Yeah, I spoke to the fan named Jeremy Price, who goes by the courtside tattoo dude, and he told me that, yeah, he was exchanging verbal spars back and forth with Luka Doncic throughout the game, telling him that his shots, he was leaving them short. And then, obviously, Luka turned back around and shot a verbal spar back at him, and the fan believed that the referee, JT Orr, thought it was aimed at him when the fan admitted it was aimed at him. And the fan told me that last year he has a history of going back and forth with Luka. They did it in the playoffs last year as well. Now, the pool report, Tony Brothers, the official crew chief, said that the vulgarity was directed at the official, but clearly the fan didn't believe that was the case.
Courtside tattoo dude actually having Luka's back in all of this. I didn't see that coming. There's going to be a lot more courtside talking, I'm sure, tomorrow, because Luka and this Lakers team going back to Dallas for the first time since the trade. So what are they saying about tomorrow night's game?
Yeah, Luka told us it's going to be very emotional for him, but he told us that he wasn't quite sure how he's going to react. He figures they'll get some adulation and appreciation from the fan base. Clearly, he left on good terms with the fans, but he's also looking forward to seeing his teammates, and he's just not really sure what the night's going to be like for him. He said, though, he does feel a bond and a closeness with his Laker teammates going back for this game. It's only been 2 short months that they've been together, but he said they're a group of good guys and they get along well. LeBron told me on Luka's return that we need to have his back. We need to, embrace the camaraderie of the moment. And he said, so long as we do our jobs, we should be able to give Luka the best gift that we can, which is walking out of the arena in Dallas tomorrow night with a win.
You know they want to do all they can to have his back with the way he's been able to contribute to that team. Can't wait to see it. It'll be right here. All right, let's get to another good one. Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves on the road taking on Giannis and the Bucks. And get this, the Bucks, they were down by as many as 24 in the fourth quarter. You saw that 3 from Giannis. You see the turnover here. This is the next play, and this is AJ Green, the deep 3. It's an 8-point game now. A couple possessions later, Bucks still trailing. Bobby Portis Jr., he knocks down the 3. It's a 3-point deficit now. Later in the corner, Giannis on the break finds Green. Another one. He knocks down the 3. They scored 23 straight points, game tied at 27. But watch Rudy Gobert and Porter Jr. get tangled up. You see Gobert fall to the ground, and then they get in each other's face. They're both called for a double tech. Gary Trent Jr., he also gets a tech. Everybody's getting techs. And you know what that means? Anthony Edwards is on the free throw line, shooting 1 to put them up 1. So ensuing possession, Timberwolves with a 1-point lead, but that time things don't go well for Edwards. Loses the dribble. Porter Jr., the easy dunk, and they take the lead. Then another turnover. They cash in. Porter Jr. on the fast break. Bucks up by 3, and what a comeback. Can they hang on? I mean, yeah, they could hang on because you see the Timberwolves could not hang on to the ball. Giannis, the exclamation point. Bucks win 110-103 the final. Here because just days left in the regular season, 2 years after winning a championship in the Nuggets, they fired head coach Michael Malone. They also will not extend GM Calvin Booth's contract. Denver is 11-13 since the All-Star break. They've lost the last 4 straight. Here's President Josh Kroenke on the decision.
There were certain trends that were very worrisome to me at different points in time. But they would get masked by a few wins here and there, and winning can mask a lot of things. We went on an 8-game win streak right before the All-Star break, but since then I think we're 11-13. We've lost our last 4, and we're trending towards a direction that I thought would probably be a very near end to our season in the near future. After talking with my father in recent days, we came to the decision that we were going to be changing these roles at the end of the season. From that point forward, I think that, I became comfortable with the thinking of, let's try to shake this tree and squeeze as much out of this as we can. And that's where we arrived at with the decisions today.
Okay, worrisome trends is kind of the headline there. Back with Perk. Perk, how surprised were you that the Nuggets decided to fire Mike Malone?
I wasn't surprised, and here's why. Like, I saw the writing on the wall all season long. How many times have we saw Michael Malone come in after the game in his post-game interview and complain about his team not competing or playing defense or not giving the right effort or giving no effort at all? And when I started to hear those type of things, that comes down to the coaching and the guys accepting the coaching and listening to their coach. And I strongly believe that Michael Malone lost the ears of that locker room a long time ago. And so now all of a sudden you have to make a decision because now guys are drowning you out. And so when you look at the historic numbers that Jokic has been putting up, the results have been losses. Now on the other side of things, you look at Calvin Booth, the general manager. Think about this for a second. You have a guy that's a generational talent, a guy that's the best player in the league, 3-time MVP, that is playing at an historic level, and you fail to make moves at the All-Star break. You're failing him by not getting the necessary pieces around him to put him in the contentions to go and compete for a title. If you watch the Boston Celtics, what did they do before they won a championship? They went and got Kristaps Porzingis and Drew Holiday. They added those two guys. We watched the Cavs make a move at the trade deadline to go get DeAndre Hunter. We watched Oklahoma City Thunder, who finished #1 in the West last year, come up and say, you know what, we're going to go get Isaiah Hartenstein and Alex Caruso. When you have a guy like Jokic, when you have a guy like Steph, Braun, Giannis, you got to do everything in your power to surround them with the necessary pieces every single year that they could go out there and compete for a title. So it was no surprise to me because at this point, the ownership had to do what's best for the organization and their franchise guy, Nikola Jokic, and that's protect his peace and somewhat find that joy and happiness again.
Yeah, what's interesting is they have a top-heavy lineup in terms of salary, so it makes it hard for them to make moves, but you make a great point there. You have to wonder what Jokic thinks of this move with Michael Malone. And now, just to put this in context, 4 of the last 6 NBA title-winning coaches are no longer with the team that they won with. Only Boston's Joe Mazzulla and Golden State's Steve Kerr remain. How quickly they forget title winners. Exactly. Perk, thanks.
Brian and Kelsey back with you on SportsCenter, and we had the Cavs taking on the Bulls tonight, and a little bit on the line in this one, maybe a lot. Cavs could clinch the 1 seed in the East with a win or a Celtics loss, but trying to take care of business on their own in the second quarter. They're doing just that. Darius Garland, the corner 3. Cavs go up 13, and I get used to seeing him knock them down from all over the place. On the other wing, he hits another 3. Then this time, back from the left side. Darius Garland had 16 points, was 4 of 7 from three-point range in the first half, and the Cavs would have a 20-point lead at the break. Fourth quarter, Evan Mobley, the offensive rebound, puts it back up, and the Cavs take a 14-point lead. The next possession, Ty Jerome throws the lob. DeAndre Hunter finishes with the slam, and the Cavs have a 16-point lead. Then later in the fourth, they are cruising towards that 1 seed. Garland, go ahead and knock down another one. 28 points for him. Cavs would go on to win 135-113 and clinch. Now, the last time the Cavs were a #1 seed, well, let me take you back 10 years ago, 2015-2016, Cleveland would go on to win a title that year. Create some pretty iconic plays along the way. LeBron's block in Game 7 of the finals to keep the game tied in the final minutes, and then Kyrie Irving taking on Steph one-on-one, hits that. Their first title in franchise history. Here's LeBron on winning that title.
Cleveland, this is for you.
Like that. Knicks hoping to maybe win a title at some point. Looking to pick up a win and secure the 3 spot in the Eastern Conference. Look who's in the house. Carmelo Anthony, future Hall of Famer. Third quarter, Celtics up 4. Oh, look at Kristaps Porzingis. 40-foot logo 3. Celtics up 7. Then fourth quarter, Tatum right there. Actually, third quarter, nice move there at the buzzer. Fourth quarter, Knicks trying to get back in this thing. Jalen Brunson, the little kick to Karl Anthony Towns. Tough layup goes. Knicks cut it to 3. Next up, the miss. What's up, OG? Put it in. OG Anunoby with the putback. Knicks up 1. Ben Stiller loving it. And then here, Jalen Brunson hitting Josh Hart, who gets a layup to go. Knicks up 3. So maybe they get that 3 seed tonight. Well, Jason Tatum's got something to say about that. Step back 3. Game tied at 107. Tatum at 32 on the night. 2.9 seconds left on the clock. Knicks inbounding. Josh Hart. No, not going to happen. We're going overtime. Under 3 minutes left in OT. Knicks down 2. Towns intercepts a bad Derek White pass. Let's go, big man. Rumble, big man, rumble. Euro step layup, 34 points, 14 boards on the nighttime game at 110. But Kristaps from deep hits the 3, 34 on the night. Celtics take the 115-112 lead. 16 seconds left. Oh, look at that. Brunson to Bridges of town. Towns to Bridges, but he fumbles it out of bounds. He just took his eye off the ball, Bridges did. Carmelo is like, Yeah, Knicks fans felt that way. Celtics get the 2-point win, 119-117. You know what they say, in order to beat the best, in order to be the best, you got to beat the best, and the Knicks have not done this all season. The Thunder, Cavs, Celtics have the 3 best records in the NBA, and the Knicks are a combined 0-9 against them this season. Even worse, those losses are by an average of 18 points per game.